Let's make a hair organizing station. Hey everybody, it's Colette with Blessing Scrap Therapy if you didn't know, and if you did, thank you so much for coming back. All right, so we're going to start with these two little wood boxes from Dollar Tree. I paint them all white, the front and the sides and the back, not the inside. I didn't do that. Then I let it dry, and now I'm using a foam brush, and I'm using some antiquing wax, and I'm just feathering the edges just to make it look like it's really distressed and kind of like a vintagey wood kind of thing. You don't have to do this part, but I think it adds to it. I think it looks super pretty. I do each side only because I know that all sides aren't going to be visible, but I like to have options. I don't know about you, but I like to which one is better. And I do the same thing on the sides. I don't bother doing anything on the bottom though. Let that dry. While that's drying, I found this little mat at Hobby Lobby. It was like $3 something. It was under $4. So we're going to use that. And I also have this. Okay, this was a previous project I had done, but it's like a box frame kind of thing. I think I got it at Michael's. See, it's like a I don't know, like a pallet kind of thing. Any box frame would work. So what we're going to do is put our mat inside the box frame. And then I'm going to use my heavy duty stapler and I'm going to staple this down. Now, could you use glue? Sure. Could you use regular staples? I don't know. But adhere it however you'd like. The staples worked for me. So there's that. And I do it randomly. I just want to make sure that it's not going to pull up as we use our hair clips and stuff like that. And if you didn't know, I have a couple of girls and I also have longer hair, and we are constantly playing where did our hair clip go, or it's fallen on the floor because there's so many of them. So we need a little organization going on for our hair supply stuff. So that's what we are doing here. So again, I'm just stapling every once in a while just to make sure that it's really adhered. I noticed that bottom part was visible with the boxes, so I chose to paint it. I'm using the chalk paint. The color I think is Java. Yes. So let that dry. Then we're going to get some Aleene's heavy duty glue. I can't use E6000, so I have to go with something that is less toxic or allergenic for us. So I put that on the ends, and I also did some hot glue. Then I also put that same permanent glue on the inside edge. Then we're going to put some more hot glue and some more of that permanent glue on the back side of our little boxes. And then we're going to add it to our box frame. And are you kidding me? Look at, now here we got our clips. We're going to put our clips on. Listen, I can't take credit for this idea. My daughter had this idea. She's so stinking smart. Love it. So look how cute this is though, right? We have a cute little organization station. Then we can put all of our little headbands on here. You can put all of your little rubber band parts or the smaller barrettes in it. Come on, like super cute, right? And this is what it looks like in my bathroom hanging up. How fun, right? All right, so I have this little crate from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to paint it white with white chalk paint. I do the inside, the outside, the bottom, all of it, just white. Then I have these cute little mini palettes. I do the same thing. I just paint them. Now, I don't go crazy getting the inside. I just did the front and the sides and the back. So we do have some natural wood showing through like this. If that isn't your jam, go forward and do it the other way. Then I take some dishwasher safe Mod Podge and I'm going to adhere some tissue paper. This is tissue paper from Dollar Tree. And then I sand off the edges. Some people don't like doing it this way. You can cut it and then sand it after, but yeah. Then I'm going to do the sides with some tissue paper I had gotten from Michael's. Look at how fun this is. It's like a stripey. I love it. And I'm doing the same thing. Now I'm using dishwasher safe Mod Podge just because that's what I'm doing on the coasters. But you could use regular Mod Podge on the box if you wanted to. And there's the box. Look at how cute it is. I love it. We're going to set it aside. We're going to let it dry. Then I'm going to do the same thing with our little mini palettes. I'm going to put our dishwasher safe Mod Podge on. Then I'm going to add our tissue paper and I sand off the excess. Again, you can cut it if you prefer, but that's what it looks like. Look at how fun this is. Oh, I love it. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do 2 with the stripe and 2 with the pretty heart pattern. You could do it, all of them hearts, all of them stripes, whatever you want. Half of it striped. I mean, whatever. Then I'm going to use some sandpaper and just get in the grooves of the palette. just because I think it'll look prettier. And then I'm distressing mine. You don't have to distress yours, but I like the vintage kind of vibe. There's that. And then we're going to add some dishwasher safe Mod Podge on the top for each of them. Actually, for all of it. One thing, again, you can use just regular Mod Podge. I was just thinking sometimes cups sweat and it gets wet, and I was just hoping to keep it from, getting sticky and nasty. But again, if all you have is regular Mod Podge, it's probably just fine. But here we go. Again, dishwasher safe Mod Podge on the tops, minimally. But I did all of it. I did the front, the back, and all of that. I did use an X-Acto knife to cut the tissue paper for the little holes for the little crate. And I also did the little lines in the grooves for the crate as well. And again, I just sealed it because why not? I was already there. And look at how cute it is. Oh, I love it so much. So adorable. And then we're just going to put all of our cute little coasters, once they're dry, inside our little box. Oh, I love this. It is so whimsical and fun. And yeah, and this is my favorite cup. So of course I'm going to take 400 pictures with my favorite cup. But this is so much fun. Oh, and I think, honestly, Valentine's Day stuff could be all year long. That's just my opinion. It's so pretty, but, whatever. You do what you feel is best. All right, so I started with two little 3-inch wood rounds. I got these from Michael's. They were on clearance, of course. And I paint them black. I paint them black on both sides and the edges as well. Again, there are 2 of them that I use for this particular project, and they are 3 inches. Then I have some big craft sticks. I have 2 of them, and I'm just going to stain each of them with some black paint. And then the little crate I got from Dollar Tree, this is wax that I'm using. It's just a brown wax, and I'm just going to get in all of the corners and whatnot on the inside. So I'm going to pretty much paint the inside, but then I'm going to take a cloth and we're going to wipe it out. I know it seems counterintuitive, but I promise. It just makes it look prettier with the stain. Is there an easier way to do this? Probably. Have I figured it out? No. So we'll just keep, the stain. I feel like I waste the stain because I'm wiping it out, but I haven't figured out another way to do this, so it's fine. I do it this way also because it's easier to get into the corners if you paint it in. And I also painted the handles. I did inside that as well. And then I got a rag and I just wiped it out. Perfect. See how nice it looks? I feel like it's worth doing that because then it's like stained and pretty and whatever. Anyways, then I did the outside and I made sure to get into the faux slats, I guess you'd call them. I did each of the sides, the bottom, and then again I did the same thing and I wiped it off. Look how pretty. Now you could stop right there with the crate, but I can't help it. I gotta distress it. So I took some black paint on a dry brush and I did the edges. And listen, I know some of you are not into the primitive distressed vibe, and that's okay, don't do it, but holy Toledo, I am, and I love it. I did go over and sand it just a little bit just to give it a little bit extra distressing. I'm there for that. This is also a good technique in case you do too much distressing. But then I took my little wood rounds and I sanded those as well, just again because I thought it needed a little more distressing. Then I put a dollop of glue on one corner, added my wood round, and then I'm going to put a little button on the inside so it looks like a wheel. Oh, so cute. Now you could use a wood bead in this case. You don't even have to put it there, but I thought it would look cute. Then I'm going to put a line of glue on the other side, and I'm going to add our craft stick. And on the end of that, I'm going to add another little button. Just be mindful about it because it's hot glue and hot glue is hot. Hello. And then I did another little one. It's just, they make it look like little rivets. I don't know. I thought it did. You don't have to do that part though. And I did the same exact thing on the other side, trying to make sure that you line them up somewhat even. I wasn't totally successful in the even part, but that's okay. I don't mind that it's off a little bit because I'm off a little bit and I'm okay. Anyways, friends, this was so much fun. Look at how cute this is. Here's another thing I did with those crates. All right, so I took a craft stick made a square, then cut that square in half, making a triangle. Cute. There's that. Then I painted the crate using some yellow. I did water mine down because, again, I like the washed out look, but I did all the parts. I did the back, the front, the inside, all of the parts. And I let it dry really well. Super fun. Then after I was done with this, here's the other thing, that foam, make sure you get the sides really well. Then I paint the little triangle orange. Then I took some raffia and I don't even know how much of it I did, but I just did a bunch of it, and I tied another piece of raffia around it. There we go. And secure it. Perfect. And then I cut it so that it has the edges free. So then I put a big dollop of glue on the edges and I squish it on the top of the crate. Oh, I can't wait for you to see this. It's so cute. Then I take and I do 2 bunches of these where it's just a couple pieces that I do in a loop, and then I cut the end. And then we glue those to the side. Friends, can you see what I'm doing yet? Oh, it's so cute. Then I forgot. Oh, I was so mad at myself. I forgot to distress the crate. So I just went and carefully did the distressing. I did all of the edges and the sides. Again, if distressing and the primitive look isn't your thing, then don't do this part. But I'm just saying that the foam board lends itself well to the distressing part. You can kind of hide some of the stuff with it. But again, this is just me dry brushing it. Then I adjusted the raffia just so that it looks more like little wings. Look at how cute. Super fun. All right, and then after that, I trim the top just because I didn't want so much raffia. I wanted it to look a little bit more trimmed up. So I trimmed up that. And then I take the back of my brush and I dot a couple eyes. Do you see what I'm doing? It's so fun. All right. And then I do another eye. Again, you could use a Sharpie to do that. It's fine. Or you could use a paintbrush and paint. That also works. Whatever. Then I take that little orange triangle and I distressed that one with the dry brush method with some black paint. And then I'm going to put a dollop of glue on the back of that. And I'm going to I'm going to put that on our crate. So there's that, and put that on. Look at how cute this is. I can't even stand it. Don't get it stuck on your finger and then stick it somewhere you shouldn't. But anyways, there's that. Is that not adorbs? Oh, I am in love with it. Anyways, so there's that. And then after I did that, don't forget that you can put the LED candle in a little tiny mason jar and then put it in the back. Oh my gosh, it makes such a cute lantern. You don't have to do that part, but man, I think it makes it. So first thing I did was I took one of those craft sticks, cut the end off, and then cut all of the corners off to kind of make it like this. I don't know what shape that is, but that's the shape I made. Then I went and I painted the little crate white. I did the back, the front, the sides, all of it. I painted all of it white. And then make sure you let it dry really well. I'm using a watered down paint because I like that washed out look. But if you wanted it super crisp, then certainly do whatever color. Then I used dry brush method. I love this. And then I went and I distressed it all. Again, if this isn't your jam, then don't do the dry brush method. But man, it gives it a primitive vibe and I'm there for it. All right, so I go through and I just do all of the dry brushing. And then obviously you want to make sure that dries really well before you go to the next stage. It dries really fast though. These craft sticks absorb paint really fast. But again, this is just me dry brushing. Then I took 2 little I cut one of the craft sticks in half, painted that one white, and then I distressed that one as well. And then once that was completely dry, I took some of the blush and put it in the center of each one. Oh, do you see what I'm going to do? I'm so excited. All right. Then I take them and I kind of angle them, cut it so it's straight. And then I put some glue on and I put these 2 together on the top of the little crate. After that dries, now you want to stabilize it before you move it. And then I put another bead of glue just on either side just to make it more stable. Then I took some raffia and I tied it ever so gently. I mean, you can see here, I'm really going gentle. But I did a little bit of a knot, and then I secured it with some glue just to make sure it didn't go anywhere. I did both sides, and then I just tied it in a bow. And then after I tied it in a bow and got it to where I wanted it and fluffed and buffed and all the things, then I glued it just to make sure it didn't go anywhere. And I trimmed the ends as well. Look at how cute this is. I could leave it. You could leave it just like this. Friends, I'm just telling you, I am there for this project. You could leave it just like this. I think it's adorable just like this. But wait. Remember that? Oh, so first thing we're going to do is I'm going to do a couple dots. And this is just using the back of my paintbrush. I do 2 dots. Do you see where I'm going? Ah! So we're going to do 2 eyes. That's all I did. You could use a paintbrush and paint them on. Or you could even use a Sharpie. Sharpies would work too. Look how cute this is. And then take that little thing. We painted it pink earlier. And then look, we're going to put it on. It's a nose. How cute is this? Friends, I love it. Now, take it up even another notch. Put a little candle in and look at, oh my God, it's a little lantern. Are you kidding me? I love it. I hope you love it too. I hope you'll try it. Don't forget to follow for more DIY fun.